Alrighty, hello. So in today's video you are going to be getting ready with me to go out in really quick here actually. I'm going to be doing a glowy rosy look that is suitable for oily skin. So I already have my primers on. I started with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer until I remembered I didn't want to use that primer. I wanted to use the Make Up For Ever Step 1 primer, the brightening one. So I've got those two all over my face. And then in the center of my face I've got the Hard Candy Sheer Envy primer because I have oily skin and I want to mattify the center of my face. For foundation today I'm using the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Light 1 Siberia. And to apply that I'm using a Quo Beauty Sponge. Okay, I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Light 1 Chantilly. I'm going to use that to conceal any spots on my face that I think I need it. Got a few bits up here on my forehead. And that little guy that just is not healing. I don't know why. For my under eye concealer, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the lightest shade Pale. Under eye setting powder is the e.l.f. Under Eye High Definition Setting Powder with this e.l.f. blush brush. To set my whole face, I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection Loose Setting Powder in the shade 001 Transparent, and I use this on an EcoTools powder puff. And I know I'm going for a kind of glowy look, but I'm gonna add that after I set my face, especially if I actually want this to last the whole time I am there. For contour, I'm using the NYX blush in the shade Taupe, and this e.l.f. bronzing brush. Depending on how much time I have, I may or may not film me curling my hair. Depending on how much time I have, I may not be curling my hair, actually. Bronzer is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. It's in a light skin color. This is the e.l.f. Complexion Brush. Blush is the Bourjois Paris Ashes of Rose color. And this kind of small fluffy brush that I got from the dollar store. On top of that, I'm using the e.l.f. Baked Blush in the shade Passion Pink. It's got a nice glow to it, but it's not the most intense color. This is the e.l.f. powder brush that I'm using. There's nothing on it, just to help blend things out a little. Highlight is first. If I can get it open. I can never get this thing open. Okay. I'm using the NYX Strobe of Genius palette, and I'm taking this lighter rosy shade on the e.l.f. fan brush. Seriously, I just feel so extra when I use a fan brush. And then on top of that, I'm going to use the e.l.f. shimmer in the shade Pink. It's just lighter and it'll give more pop. Okay, I'm going to do my brows using this e.l.f. eyebrow duo and the NYX matte eyeshadow in the shade Tryst. There's people that are like, I use hair-like strokes, and I'm simply not one of those people. So on to the eyes. I'm going to be using a few different palettes here to kind of get that rosy look, because I don't have specifically one palette that can do this. But first I'm going into my Dirty Norvina palette. It's inevitable when they make it like that. I'm going to be taking the shade Love on this Lamora blending brush. I'm going to pinch that brush and go under my eye. Okay, I'm going to go into the NYX Strobe of Genius palette again and take this darker pink that I can never use on my face. I'm just going to take that on my finger. And just to increase the pinkness of that, I'm going to grab the shade Wild Child, also on my finger. Just really lightly. It's a very pigmented color. I don't want it to be too intense. I'm taking the same blending brush with that NYX highlighting color, getting it in my eyeball. Ooh. Then on the e.l.f. crease brush, I'm going to take the lighter highlighter I used. Stick that on the inner portion. And then I'm also going to grab some Wild Child on that same brush. And then I kind of want that outer corner to be a bit more intense, so I'm going to take Love again. Whatever's left on that little crease brush, I'm going to take on my brow bone. Set my brows with the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara. I like to curl my lashes before I get anything on my lash line. I just curl them like really intense. I'm going to add the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in Brood. It is just a nice brown. Don't run away on me. Just to my waterline. Okay, I'm going to use some setting spray. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX. Get my fan back on my eye. Oh, that stings. That stings. 10 out of 10 would not recommend your eye even being partially open. Don't do it. Okay, I'm going to put mascara on. That is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in the waterproof formula. Okay, I'm gonna go have to remove this with micellar water. I'll be right back. Okay. Just gonna drop my concealer on the ground. Bronzer. Just gonna use my bronzing brush. Whatever's left on it. And then take that lighter highlighter again. Lighter highlighter. Okay, I'm going to grab my setting powder and that little brush I used under my eyes, and I'm going to powder the inner portions where I don't want glow. Okay, I've got 4 options for lipstick here. Don't quite know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to use this e.l.f. What is it? Doesn't say what lipstick it is. It's just an e.l.f. lipstick in the shade Rich Raspberry. Alrighty, this is the finished look. I really like it. Just light pink, glowy. I don't know if you can see all that glow on my face. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next video. I think I might actually have time to curl my hair. I don't know, we'll see. Bye!